From getting knocked out cold to landing on your neck and never riding again, these are 10 bull riding injuries that ended careers. At number 10, Cody Custer got hit twice by Pacific Bell's horns during the final round of Bull Nanza 93 in Guthrie.
Bell, they named him that. He'll reach out and touch you if you're not careful. Right down to
the 3-time PRCA Bull of the Year jerked him forward and clocked him in the face, twice in a row.
Stay in there. Stay in there. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, he's hit hard. Oh, man, he's got it.
He walked out with a 3-inch gash on his chin. Talk about earning your stripes. But if you think that was bad, Jason Bennett at number 9 had his foot crushed.
Number 1 for 94.5 points. Bad start.
Bad start.
Gonna go left.
He made a good ride on Davo 2 during round 2 of the 2000 Tough Hedeman Challenge in Fort Worth. But the dismount, that's where it all went sideways. The bull stepped on his right foot and destroyed it.
Right there. Now there's the guy's road 2 that's real tough. He's not giving nothing up to Chris Shivers right here.
No, not at all, Donnie.
Multiple fractures, a dislocated big toe, 2 emergency surgeries. He was out for nearly 5 months. Now that we're talking about bulls taking out body parts, Leslie Doyle at number 8 took a beating in more ways than one.
$1 million smile, great personality.
John McDonald Bull and Mike Kirby.
Little Hostage jerked him forward right onto his head during round 4 of the 1997 PBR World Finals. Their heads connected hard, and Doyle spun like a rag doll before landing in front of the bull. The bull ran him over, stepped on his leg, and sent Frank Newsom flying at the same time.
And Mike Kirby brought the tough one, set up. Oh, man, that knocked him out.
He's out.
Get up to him, boys. Keep moving, Leslie.
He wasn't wearing a helmet, so his head took everything. It looked as rough as it sounds. And while Doyle was getting stepped on, Chris Burke at number 7 got pancaked.
Well, he bucked off one bull. He's got to be a little upset about that. I don't like this bull. Belongs to Terry Williams.
Burke hung up on Sledgehammer during the championship round of the 1996 PBR Bull Nanza Nashville. The bull tripped and rolled right over him like it was nothing.
His legs, and the same thing happens to him here. This bull, I mean, and he just tripped him.
He crawled but couldn't stand. They stretchered him out with a broken leg. That's just how it goes sometimes. Although Burke made it back, Stormy Wing at number 6 wasn't so lucky.
The one that fits them or not, they've still got to show up and do the job, and Stormy Wing's no different.
Wing got thrown off Sun Country in Kansas City and hit the ground hard. Then the bull's hoof came down right on his head.
Comes pump. Wow.
He was knocked out cold, no movement, nothing. The diagnosis came back brutal, intracranial hemorrhage and a hyoid fracture. That's a brain bleed and a broken bone in the throat. Neurologists told him to hang it up. The risk of another brain injury was too high. Wing had no choice left. His career ended right there on that dirt in Kansas City. No one saw that coming. While Wing was forced to retire, Joe Frost at number 5 knew his time was up too.
Not letting that bull get positive results from throwing fists.
Frost came into the World Finals ready to compete. He'd battled through injuries before, and this time felt like no different. His body had been through hell already, but he kept showing up. But Frequent Flyer had other plans. After getting bucked off, Frost lost sight of where he was. Disoriented and confused, he ran straight into the bull exit chute, and Frequent Flyer ran him over.
That is the one area, if you're a rider, you don't want to leave the dirt.
The impact completely shattered his leg, but this wasn't his first leg break. He'd already broken both legs earlier in 2019. The rod in his leg from the first break, that spiral fractured around it. Then the blood clots came. Complications stacked up fast. His body couldn't take it anymore. I knew it was time, Frost said. My body had been through enough. I couldn't keep doing this to myself. You can only push your body so far before it breaks for good, he added. I hit that limit. He retired after that wreck, 2 broken legs, dangerous blood clots, and 1 too many surgeries. At number 4, LJ Jenkins' career ended in a single instant.
LJ Jenkins, Jack Daniels buck and shoot.
Jenkins climbed on Strongheart thinking he'd make a good ride. He'd been riding well all season, feeling confident. This was supposed to be just another bull. But Strongheart bucked him off hard and fast. Jenkins came off the bull and landed directly on his head. The angle was all wrong.
Buck and shoot. And Strongheart gets him right on top.
He was on all fours in the dirt in serious pain. The crowd went silent. The medics rushed in fast.
Good. Oh, man.
The diagnosis came back quick. C1 neck fracture. That's the first vertebra at the top of your spine. One wrong move and you're paralyzed. Or worse. I didn't have a choice, Jenkins said. The doctors told me if I kept riding, I might not walk again. That was it for me. He wasn't about to gamble with that. I love this sport, he said, but I'm not dying for it. He announced his retirement shortly after. One wreck, one fracture, one career over. Now, even though Jenkins broke his neck once, Paulo Crimber at number 3 broke his twice. Crimber came back from a C1 neck fracture earlier that year. 4 months of recovery, and he thought he was ready. He showed up at the Get R Done Invitational ready to prove he still had it. But in round 1, Roughneck threw him to the ground, and then the bull fell on him hard.
Roughneck is unwritten. Oh, and it's going to stay that way, and you got to be kidding me, Justin. Comes back.
The weight of the bull crushed him. He broke his C1 again. Same bone, same spot, plus his collarbone, plus his sternum. I gave it everything I had, Crimber said, but my body couldn't take another hit like that. I had to walk away. He didn't want to, but he had to. This sport takes everything from you, he said, and if you're not careful, it takes more than that. 2 neck fractures in 1 year. That's not something you come back from. Crimber definitely had it rough, but what happened to JB Mooney at number 2 hit differently. Mooney had been riding bulls for over 2 decades, 2-time PBR world champion, winner of more money than most people will see in a lifetime, a legend in the sport. He'd taken hits before, broken bones, concussions, surgeries, and always came back. But on September 6, 2023, at the Lewiston Roundup in Idaho, Arctic Assassin bucked him off. Mooney landed hard, directly on his neck.
Easy, easy.
2 days later, Mooney had surgery. They put in a rod, plates, screws, and took out a disc in his neck. The surgery took hours. The recovery would take months. But the career? That was over immediately. Unfortunately, the surgery has ended my bull riding career, Mooney said. Just like that, one of the greatest to ever do it was done. No comeback tour, no final ride, just a broken neck and a career that ended on a stretcher in Idaho. I gave this sport everything, he said later, and it gave me everything back. Now at number 1, Jerome Davis rode into the arena and never walked out the same.
It was just like something was fighting to keep me from getting there that day, and I just wouldn't say no. And
Davis had drawn Knock 'em Out John, and the name should have been a warning, should have been a sign, but riders don't think like that. They think about 8 seconds. They think about the score. They think about winning. 5 seconds in, the bull jerked him forward hard. Their heads collided with brutal force. The sound was sickening. Davis was knocked out instantly, completely unconscious. He came off the bull with no control, no awareness, just dead weight falling through the air.
when he knocked me out, I didn't have my hands in front of me to block the fall, and that's when I broke my neck. So, you know, and then
he hit the ground hard, face first, no brace, no reaction, just impact. The arena went silent, not a sound, not a cheer, not a word, just silence and dread. The medics rushed in immediately, but everyone watching already knew something was terribly wrong. You could see it in their faces. You could feel it in the air. The diagnosis came back devastating: cervical fracture and dislocation. His neck was broken, and the damage caused permanent paralysis. Complete, irreversible. Davis never rode again, not because he didn't want to, not because he quit, because he couldn't. His body wouldn't let him. His spine wouldn't let him. His career didn't just end that day. His whole life changed. Everything he knew, everything he trained for, everything he loved, gone in 5 seconds. That's the reality of this sport. Sometimes you walk away, sometimes you don't. These riders gave everything to the sport. Some walked away on their own terms. Others had no choice. But every single one of them knew the risk and climbed on anyway, because that's what separates bull riders from everyone else. They don't back down, they don't quit. Even when their bodies break, their hearts stay in the arena, and that's what makes them legends.